Our climate is changing, but does it really matter? What does it mean for you and me and for children around the world? And what can we do about it? Let's start by introducing this amazing creature, a chameleon. Chameleons are well known for being able to completely change their colour. Notice how dark green he is at the beginning. Did you see how the bright orangey colour crept up his tail and his body finally became a much paler greeny yellow colour? Our planet Earth is incredible. Do you think our chameleon is inspiring? We'll come back to him later. Have any of you ever been into a greenhouse? Can you remember what it felt like? Was it really hot? Greenhouses are made of glass and designed to trap the sun's heat. Gardeners use them to help their seeds, vegetables and plants to develop and grow. The climate change problem is that we humans are in effect building a greenhouse around our planet. Now that might sound weird, but we're sending too many greenhouse gases up into our atmosphere, and in effect we're building an enormous greenhouse, trapping more of our sun's heat and making our planet hotter. But how is climate change impacting our world? So what if our planet is getting a bit hotter? Does it really matter? Well, the thing is, it does. Climate change is making our weather more extreme and unpredictable. There are increasing problems with too much rain, more storms, more droughts, more forest fires, changing seasons, shrinking sea ice, rising sea levels. Climate change is affecting lives all over the world. These children were interviewed by a children's charity called UNICEF and asked what they felt about climate change. Extreme and unpredictable weather often hits the poorest people hardest. But where do these greenhouse gases, or carbon emissions, come from? So now we're going to look at the carbon cycle. But what is carbon? Carbon is most often found in carbon dioxide, and our planet needs carbon dioxide. Plants use it and provide us with oxygen to breathe. We can't live without some carbon in our world. The thing is, the carbon cycle has gone a bit wrong. Let's start at the bottom. Plants and animals from millions of years ago have transformed into fossil fuels underground, like coal, oil and gas. Then, if we move round the cycle, we can see humans dig up fossil fuels and burn them to create electricity, heat or transportation. And the final part of the cycle shows how carbon is soaked up by living things like trees, plants and oceans. But when too many trees are chopped down or too many fossil fuels burnt, then the extra carbon can't be absorbed and it starts escaping. That's when we meet Mr. Carbon, enemy number one, super dangerous greenhouse gas. He and his friends are the ones responsible for building that greenhouse around our planet. We need to take charge. Mr. Carbon and his friends need to be kept in their underground home. So now we understand why climate change is happening, how it's impacting our world, and how it relates to the carbon cycle that's gone a bit wrong. Now we're going to look at some of the solutions to the climate change problem. The most amazing thing is that hundreds of thousands of people throughout the world are all on the case trying to help keep Mr. Carbon in his underground home. Governments and policymakers, businesses, inventors, scientists, engineers, designers, farmers, financiers, campaigners, teachers, communities and adults and children. Maybe you're thinking, but I'm not a world leader. I don't run a business. I'm a scientist, but only in the classroom. I'd like to be an engineer, but I'm not really old enough yet. What can I do? Let's think back to our chameleon. What makes chameleons particularly special is that they can remarkably and dramatically change. Like the chameleon, we, and that's everyone, each and every one of us on our planet, need to change the way we do things. Have a look at this video. The fun of Lego is taking many small pieces of all shapes and sizes and attaching them to each other to create a final model. But how does this model link with climate change? Well, because of climate change, we all need to make new changes and play our part. And just like Lego, or painting, or an orchestra, or a jigsaw, all the little parts can, when joined together, create something really impressive. A remarkable and dramatic end result. Little by little, a little can become a lot. This is a saying from Tanzania that explains how lots of little actions can make a big impact. It's all about teamwork. If we all act together, we can make a big difference. So far we've seen that nature is incredible, yet our natural carbon cycle has gone wrong. We're burning too many fossil fuels, so we all need to change the way we do things. Lots of people are working on solving the climate change problem, but we can also play a part. Would you be up for making some changes, just like the chameleon? Would you choose to help keep Mr. Carbon and his friends in their underground home? So where would you like to start? What choices would you like to make? What challenges will you accept?